maybe that's a great segue into your race that you have coming up because you are
Sure.
preparing for a big race. You have some exciting news. There's going to be some filming going on there as well.
Yes, this isn't my race. We're actually blessed to participate in it. If any of you guys are car guys, remember the show Pink's All Out? It used to be, it was probably Motor Trend TV back then. They're rebooting it. They're doing Pink's 2.0, and it's going to be at Rockingham Dragstrip in North Carolina with real people racing for pink slips on real cars. But they asked Alex to bring Oxford Power Wheel down to do a race at the track as part of the TV show. So Alex doing this in Alex style, he called out, all of his groups. So I know the Texas Power Wheel group is coming, and a lot of locals are coming to it. And so there's going to be, an opportunity to have your Power Wheels race on TV. On top of that, we're coming down there with Alex to do a photo shoot for ML Toys. So, off to the side of the track, we're going to be giving away a brand new Power Wheels Dune Racer to, everybody who participates gets a shot at it. And we're going to have our own photographers doing some B-roll and, getting footage of kids having a good time on their cars. So this doesn't even have to be drag racing cars. This is just your regular everyday backyard cars that you can bring down to the track. You do have to pay the entrance fee at the track to come in, but after that, it's free to watch and participate. So there's just a whole lot of Power Wheel activity going on in one place at the race. It's going to be a really good time. That's Saturday, June 14th, that we're doing that. It'll start early in the morning. If you go to the Oxford Power Wheel Facebook page, there is a pre-registration there. You do have to pre-register to go. So get signed up on there, Oxford Power Wheels Facebook page, and it's gonna be a great time. I look forward. I'm picking up Alex in a trailer loaded with Power Wheels and his family, and we're gonna RV down to there and just make it a really enjoyable event for everybody.
How long are you going to be down there for?
I was just talking to Alex before the show. I think just 2 or 3 days. We have some, again, it's called B-roll shooting. It's just extra shots that you do that we'll be doing the day before. And we may stay on Sunday to just enjoy the racing there. So I don't know. It's going to be, 3, 4 days probably.
How long is the trip down there from where you are, roughly?
With the RV and his trailer, I think it's going to be about a 10 to 12 hour trip.
Okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
No, not too bad. Gonna be expensive. That trailer.
That's not a cheap thing, but, the exposure that it's getting for
Mhm,
the growing racing hobby and also the R&D that we're getting, from these racers who are just pushing our stuff. We were a little resistant at first. We're like, "Oh, well, you're using this stuff for racing, it's not for that." But as the sport grows, we're like, "All right, well, now we wanna design stuff for racing. There's enough of a
mhm,
market for it." So, I'm anxious to get there and, see what when cars fail is what I'm looking for. So
mhm.
I can say, "All right, well, what failed? What conditions was it? Was it during braking, accelerating?" And, try to design the products to be even better and more durable. It's been maybe 2 years since I've been to one of Alex's races, so, it's one thing to watch him on TV, but, to be there live, I'm very curious to see how much of a difference I see in the speed of the cars that he's getting.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Great points. Using it as R&D. I was gonna ask, are you gonna be set up as a vendor as per se? Is it like when we go to a RC race where we see different vendors set up or shop set up? Is it like that at all? Or how is it usually set up?
Yeah, it's a good question. Most of the races is usually not stuff for sale because we're not
Mhm,
there. Alex, has some parts, but we're gonna have a pop up tent there with parts, replacement parts, upgrade parts. Help keep the racers going. Um, and we'll get into some of that when we get to the new parts section. Um, you also can place an order on the ML Toys website right now and select pickup at the race event, and we'll bring it down. It shuts off like 2 days before we head down, just so I have time to gather all the stuff and get it stowed. So that's another option. It's just pre-order. I would recommend that highly because we can only bring so much stuff to the track.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Saves a lot on shipping, right? Especially those heavy stuff that people need.
Yeah,
Uh,
batteries. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So good job. If you do want to get some parts, and don't forget, I'm shameless plug. You can use our promo code. It's in the written description, and get that stuff delivered to, so Alan can bring it and do it fast because, like you said, you run out of weight. You want to run out of limit of stuff you can carry,
Yep.
and it looks like a good event, dude. My daughter just keeps asking me when we're gonna go to one of these, so I have to make it happen. This would have been a good one to come to, but that 5 weeks kinda messed up a lot of things, so maybe later on this year,
There'll
we
be
can
more.
work on something. Yeah, there will be more. Cool stuff, man. Good to see you getting back out there into the racing side of things. Also, I just wanted to reiterate, we're not just about the drag racing stuff. I know some people said there's other things as well. I tell you what, we're looking for some B-roll to add to our intro on here. So, preferably in landscape 16 by 9 aspect. If you guys have any bashing, any type of video from any events, anything to do with Power Wheels, send it to me. And if with your permission to use it in the intro, because we're gonna develop that and make it a little bit longer. All right. I guess we should segue into our next topic, which is another one by you, which is actually great. And that is establishing national service centers.